Good morning, ma'am. My name is Devaraj Gurung, and I will be presenting the presentation. I will be presenting the PPT on fireworks and pyrotechnics in Indian knowledge system. My roll number is 24 CF54, and I am from Doon University. The first slide here, as you can see, is about fireworks. That is the simple history of fireworks. Fireworks, also called as Agniban, uh, from an ancient history, and pyrotechniques are basically the simple modes or techniques which we use for entertainment purposes. In Indian tradition, fireworks are not just a piece of entertainment; they are very much connected emotionally and with the people. And Agniban basically refers to weapons of fire which are used in warfare, as you can get an idea with the name. Agni Khela, also a playful and a celebratory use of fire in festivals and rituals. Both of these words carry deep significance and deep symbolic meanings of divinity, victory, and purification. As you can see, there is a picture and paintings of Diwali, and these are the history of firecrackers in the Mughal era also, as you can see in my figure first. The etymology and terms Agnivan and Agni Khela, as I have told you, are weapons of fire which are used in warfare, as well as Agni Khela is basically a playful and a celebratory use of fire in festivals. Now, as you can see, these fireworks hold a great significance in festivals. Example: Diwali, Dashera, as we all know, and and during ancient times also, that is the prehistory or prehistoric period also, royal celebrations were held in the Vijayanagara and Mughal times, where fireworks marks for coronations, victories, and many other things, etc. The second slide, as you can see, is the historical background. We used it during the Vedic and the ancient India, that is 1500 BCE to 500 CE. The centrality of fire, Agni, which we used in different Vedic cultures, as you can see with the figure number 2, Yagna being performed as that is the fire sacrifice. No direct fireworks were during that time, but it was very important. Classical and alchemical period, that is the alchemistry period, the development of Raha Shastra, where chemistry came into play, and the ancient chemistry which was used, which is also mentioned in many other documented Vedas, are also there, like Raha Shastra, Rasankara by Nagarjuna, etc., where the use of sulfur, saltpetre, and mercury and metals are also mentioned. Now we go to the third period, which is the early Vedic period, that is 1200 CE to 1500 CE. Now, in this, the use of gunpowder, likely via the Arab trades, the Silk Route, and possibly in the 13th century CE. Saltpetre was also abundantly available in India, and references to incendiary weapons and fireworks, arrow, appear in military treasuries and folklore. Now, you can see the Mughal and Sultanate period, 500, 1500 CE and 800 CE, the where Atishbaji, the term was there and used in royal courts, festivals, as mentioned is Ainai Akbari by Abdul Fazal. The documentaries as follows. Now, Mysorean rocketry, one of the most famous by Tipu Sultan and Father Hyder Ali, the rulers of Mysore. As we all know the history, and Mysorean rocketry also was very famous at that time, which Britishers also adopted some. Now, the chemistry of fireworks, that was the main topic. In this thing, we can see the basic ingredients such as gunpowder chemistry, where saltpetre, potassium nitrate, KNO3, sulfur, gandhak, charcoal, kasht bhasm was basically used. As you can see the derivatives. Now, saltpetre was acting as an oxidizer in fireworks. Types of fireworks reactions, where you can see charcoal and O2 reacting, that is charcoal from carbon from charcoal and O2 from KNO3, which gave CO2 plus energy, light, and sound, which was also used in warfare. As you can see, a simple combustion reaction was happening in these things. Now, oxidation reduction reaction, where KNO3 decomposes, that is K2KNO3, that will lead to 2KNO2 plus O2 as a release of oxygen. Now, thermal decomposition, as you can see, different salt decomposes and releasing characteristic flame colors. Now, a fireworks shell and its components are as shown here, which are basically used by many in different fireworks, which we see in Diwali and Dashera also. Now, in this diagram, you can see the paper or the wrapper used, the fast fuse, which and the slow fuse also the same time. Red, green, blue flashes also appear as follows. Now we go with the color chemistry in fireworks is the ancient flame test knowledge, where you can see the different types of compounds giving different flashes of light, which we also used in today's flame chemistry or the flame reactions, where if we know that yellow flame will occur when sodium will burn, which we study in the BSc and MSc chemistry also. Now you can see the manufacturing process of firework. It is very simple. You should know that raw materials, oxidizers, potassium nitrate, potassium chloride, etc., etc. Fuels. We also know that charcoal, sulfur, and different types of fuels can be also be used. Binders, dextrin, starch, guar etc. Colorants, which we use as flame color, copper salts, strontium salts, barium salts, etc. Mixing of chemicals is basically done traditionally. In traditional way, it was done hand mixing in wooden mortars and pests. Now it is used. We are using mechanical mixtures, etc. Ratios of the fireworks depend on the types of explosivity, character, and as we can say, preparation of castings. Now in India, basically fireworks are made with paper tubes rolled by hands or machine. Clay plugs also are basically used, and metal iron shells are also used. Filling and packing, Mysore mixtures are filled into castings, and sound crackers tightly packed with flash powder. Now drying, the fifth step is basically a sun dried. They are basically sun dried in large open yard, common in various Shivkashi, to ensure that there is no moisture. Assembly, basically final fireworks, chakri, anars, etc. So basically there are only 6 steps of this manufacturing process. That is raw materials, mixing of chemicals, preparation of castings, fillings and packing, drying, assembly. These are the basic 6 steps. Now we can see the comparison of manufacturing techniques, that is traditional and the modern techniques. Now the basically the advancements in the field of chemistry, in the field of development or industry also, as we can see with the diagram. Now this figure number 8, the diagram shows the storage and the handling, all the processes which I mentioned before also, and this side table shows the comparison of techniques that is we were using in the traditional way, and now which type of modern developments are taken place. Now as you can see, the raw materials are there, the good amount of saltpeter is taken, now potassium chloride is taken, castings are different, fuses are different, now good amount of safety checking and concerns are also taken. Now, as you can see, cultural and ritualistic use of fireworks and pyrotechnics, festivals, as we all know, Dashera, Diwali, we use fireworks. Religious and ritualistic symbolism, Agni, as we all know, is the ritualistic symbolism, Agni as fire as a divine force. Now, aesthetic experience also we are mentioning in Rasa theory, which I will talk about in later. Community and social role, fireworks also have a community and social role, and which we are using during community celebrations, etc. Now textual references which we have taken is from Atharved, as mentions Agni as a powerful element. Rasa Ratna, and it's 11th century CE. It was purification of minerals. It was basically used, and Gandharva and all that is taken from there. Rashtra Tantra, basically a detailed fire operations at that time. Medieval references were A.N.I. Akbari, as I told you before also, written by Abdul Faisal, and Tariq-i-Firishti by Muhammad Qasim Firishti in 16th century, which have basically mentioned the references of gunpowder also. Now modern references, Shivkashi fireworks industry and Council of CSI reports also eco-friendly in the use of green crackers, which I have mentioned in the upcoming slides also. Now important text in detail is Rasa theory, as basically it is not a part which is related with the whole PPT, but it is some important text which we can basically know, which we should know. Rasa theory basically originated by Natya Shastra by Bharatna, and Rasa basically is the essence, and theory is all about the 9 essences of it. And Rasa Shastra, basically the second one is the Rasa Shastra has science of mercury, and Rasa, that is metals. Now core principle is Shodhana, Maran, Jaran and Amritakaran. Chemistry in Rasa Shastra is basically involving alchemistry, metallurgy and mineral chemistry, which basically is the development of chemistry from the ancient, medieval and the modern times of the history. Now we all know, that is the 14th slide, that is Shivkashi, the fireworks capital of India. Basically a very tragic incident where we can see, but a tragic incident as well as a good thing taking place, a good employment generation, but safety concerns are to be taken, and there are many articles which mentions Shivkashi as the fireworks capital of India, or also the mini Japan of India. Now fireworks sector in Shivkashi employs over 3 lakhs plus people directly across 1,000 organizations, and it now binds different things. Basically, it started in 1920. Shivkashi is a town in Tamil Nadu, and different challenges are basically there which we need to address. Is that is child labor issues, accidents, and firework hazard, because small unemployment opportunities are also created basically. And this is the 11th slide which shows Shivkashi workers working here. Now, contributions to fireworks towards chemistry is discovery and study of combustion, advancements of inorganic chemistry, where we can see different metals, salts being taken for color chemistry. Now, development of material science, analytical chemistry techniques, etc. Now, as you can see, the 16th slide where environment and green chemistry ways, the use of green crackers are also there, reduce barium lead content and lower noise pollution, where we can use the CSIR NERI papers. Development of material science, as we can see, fireworks require strong yet lightweight castings papers. This encouraged research in pyrotechnic binders, stabilizers, and fuels, contributing to material chemistry. Fireworks are chemical reactions, as we can see in the slide in the 18th. This slide I have taken basically from News 18 India, the paper which mentioned fireworks, the whole reaction also. And lastly, thank you.